Hello everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about a place I want to visit. I want to visit Maryland State in America. Maryland State has a population of 6,040,000 people. Its state capital is Annapolis. Maryland State is called America's miniature because there are various industries and a marvelous natural environment. Firstly, I'll talk about a famous town in Maryland. It is Baltimore. Baltimore is known for being the birthplace of the American national anthem called the Star-Spangled Banner. Baltimore is a charming and old-fashioned town. Next, I'll talk about state and national parks. The most famous park is Assateague Island Park. In the park, we can see wild horses. State parks are large and have beaches and lakes. People can enjoy swimming, fishing, hiking, bird watching, and so on. There is a river extending from the Atlantic Ocean to Appalachia called Potomac River. It is 462 kilometers. Now, I'll tell you about food. A popular food among tourists is blue crab, but unfortunately, I don't like crab. The other popular foods are Maryland pit beef, stuffed ham, and coddies. I want to try Maryland pit beef. Finally, I'll tell you about the reason why I was interested in Maryland State. It's because there is Johns Hopkins University. The university is known as a medical authority. There are 24,000 students, and it has produced more than 30 Nobel Prize winners. In the future, I want to be a doctor, so I want to see this university. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Shu. I would like to explain about Germany, the country I want to visit now. Germany is a country located in the middle of Europe, and its capital is Berlin. The country has the fourth largest economy in the world, with a population of 83 million people, and a thriving automobile production industry. I will now introduce you to some of the foods, festivals, and tourist attractions that I would like to visit in Germany. First of all, the most famous food in Germany is sausage. There are many ways to eat sausages. For example, baking them and putting them between bread, boiling them and eating them as they are, or slicing them. Next, let's take a look at festivals in Germany. There are many famous festivals in Germany, but the one was most interested in was the Christmas market. During the 4 weeks leading up to Christmas, Christmas markets are decorated with colorful sales and sell local specialties and various foods. This is a traditional festival that has been held since around the 5th century. Lastly, I would like to introduce some of the tourist attractions that I would like to visit. When I go to Germany, I would love to visit Neuschwanstein Castle. The castle is very beautiful and it becomes even more beautiful in winter. If I have time, I If I have time, I would like to visit Germany. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk to you about Singapore. Singapore is a country with a warm climate throughout the year and is located in the easternmost part of the Malaysia Peninsula. Singapore isn't very big. It has a population of just 5.7 million people. The capital city of Singapore is Singapore. Singapore is its famous tourist destinations such as Marion Sands Sky Park Marion area, with the giant botanical garden by the bay, and night safari is crowded with tourists every year. Do you know Singapore Zoo? There are no cages or faces and you can see as many as 1,000 live animals. The night safari held in the park is also popular. And don't forget Garden by the Bay. Simply put, it's a botanical garden, but it's the same as normal botanical. Simply looking at the many flowers that walk around the building makes me feel like I'm in another world. Singapore Sea Palawan Beach is also one of the famous and popular tourist attractions for small children. Singapore is a country with many tourist destinations that sell futuristic seasoning due to the development of human technology rather than natural products. But Marion is also famous. I want to check it out. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone. Today I would like to introduce you to the country I want to visit. That country is Australia. Australia is a very beautiful and interesting country. I will introduce you to Australian food and animals and famous places. First, famous foods in Australia are meat pies and kangaroo meat. Meat pies are delicious when dipped in tomato sauce or eaten with a hamburger. Kangaroo meat uses kangaroo meat, which is also famous in Australia. It is sold in many supermarkets in Australia. Next, introducing Australian animals. Koalas are the most famous animals in Australia. Koalas are also very popular in Japan. Kangaroos are also famous animals in Australia. Kangaroos are very kitty and I like them very much. Finally, introducing famous places in Australia. Mount Wellington is a famous mountain in Australia. Mount Wellington has a very sharp and beautiful silhouette. The Sydney Opera House is also a famous place in Australia. Many people also visit the Sydney Opera House. I researched Australia and wanted to go to future to Australia. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Yuta. Today, I'm going to talk about the place I most want to visit, Hong Kong. Hong Kong is one of the most beautiful countries in Asia, with beautiful cityscapes and scenery. The population of the country is about 7.5 billion. Hong Kong is still part of China, so it is not a country, but it is recognized as a country throughout the world. But I will explain about the country. First, food. In Hong Kong, there are dishes such as wonton noodles and roasted chicken or pork. Contrary to China, the food is not so spicy. Next, seasons. Although Hong Kong has a subtropical climate, it has 4 gentle seasons, so we can feel the seasons. In summary, the reason why I wanted to go to the Hong Kong was because I found the city attractive with its beautiful scenery, delicious food, and beautiful cityscapes. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Neo. I'm going to talk about the place I want to visit. I chose Taiwan. Taiwan is amazing and beautiful place. So I'm going to introduce Taiwan's charm. Taiwan has many sightseeing spots. They are so beautiful. My number one pick is Jiufen. It is in the mountain. A lot of cafes are there. If you can go there, you should have tea and shaved ice. I have ate that once. That was so tasty. Also, Taiwan has many delicious food. Taiwanese food always uses something spicy. People either love it or hate it. I like shopping in Taiwanese food. It is not spicy, like everyone's favorite taste. If you need local Taiwanese food, you have to go to night market. It is just heaven for those who like to eat. All food is cheap and delicious, so be careful not to eat too much. I have been to Taiwan once. Taiwan was wonderful. Please go when the corona is over. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Ryuga. Today I am going to talk about the place I most want to visit America. America is a very developed country located in the center of North America. It covers an area of 9.8 million square kilometers and has a population of 330 million. Its capital is Washington, D.C. I will tell you about America's food and famous company, and I will explain why I want to go there. Firstly, I'll talk about food. America's most famous food is fast food. There are many different types of fast food. For example, burgers, pizzas, and fried chicken. They are strong in taste and very tasty, but tend to be high in calories. Next, I'll talk about famous companies. There are many famous companies in America. For example, there are Apple, Microsoft, Coca-Cola, Disney, etc. And there are many things that are often used around us that actually originated in the United States. There are so many different types of companies that you can find the one you are interested in. So, why do I want to go to America? The main reason I want to go to America is that space exploration is well developed. There are NASA and SpaceX in America, and I think I must go to become my dream astronaut. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, I'm going to talk about Korea. The country I want to visit. South Korea is a republican nation located on the Korean peninsula in East Asia. The capital of South Korea is Seoul Special City. I will introduce Korea's geography, climate, sports, and food. In Korea, the temperature difference is large, and the annual and yearly plunge. of temperature is also less, except for the southern and eastern coast. The average temperature is lowest in January. It's below freezing. National sports is a karate, a martial art called taekwondo. Compared to karate, there are many kicking techniques, and the feature is that you wear armor on your head during the game. One of the representative in Korea is the pickles kimchi. Kimchi is spicy pickles made by soaking vegetables such as salted Chinese vegetable and relish with a seasoning called yangnyeom. In conclusion, I want to go to Korea and experience the culture, sport, food, etc. of that country and learn more about the country. Thank you for listening.
Hi everyone, my name is Kana. Today I want to talk about a place that I really wanted to visit in the future. The country I would most like to go to is Dubai. Dubai is not as famous as other countries, but for me, it looks like a beautiful and lovely town. I have done some research about Dubai, and I will present it to you today. I will talk about some famous buildings and places in Dubai and about histories. First, the history of Dubai. With a population of 336 million, an area of 3,885 km, and the climate is up to 31 degrees Celsius. In November, the hottest temperature is July 41 degrees Celsius. Dubai has a large difference between the highest and lowest temperatures, with an average difference of about 19 degrees Celsius. Dubai is said to be famous for oil, but in reality it has grown through trade and tourism. Next, I will introduce Dubai's most famous buildings that have grown through trade and tourism. This building is called Burj Khalifa and is the tallest skyscraper in the world. The height is 828 meters, 206 trees, but the 116th floor and above is a machine room, so you can only enter up to the 149th floor. From the first floor to the 39th floor, there is a hotel above each office. Buildings and restaurants are located. There is also an outdoor observatory on the 124th floor and an observatory on the 148th floor. Introducing very famous things in Dubai. With 468 degrees world record, it is the largest record-setting country in the Middle East and North Africa. About 6% of this record is Dubai. Among them, the most popular ones are Dubai Frame, Burj Al Arab, the Opus, Atlantis Japan, the Dubai Fountain. Dubai Mall. Atlantis Japan has the largest water slide in the world, and there is an attraction to jump into the aquarium where sharks are. Dubai Mall is only of the largest shopping mall in the world with more than 1,300 stores and 200 soccer fields. It is like a theme park with an aquarium and a zoo. For these three reasons, I wanted to go to Dubai. Dubai is developing in a beautiful and cutting-edge country, and I thought was amazing. If you are interested in it, please check it out. Thank you for listening.
The thesis of this presentation is about the country I want to visit. The country I want to go to is France. There are 5 main reasons. The first reason is that I want to eat French bread. I like bread, so I want to eat bread in France. The second reason is that I want to go see the Eiffel Tower. During the closing ceremony of the Tokyo Olympics, the Eiffel Tower was shown and I thought it was very cool. The third reason is because I want to go to the Louvre, which is famous for the Mona Lisa and other exhibits. And I especially want to see the Mona Lisa. Another reason is sports. France is famous for soccer and is very strong. It is also famous for the transfer of Messi. Finally, culture. There are 2 main types of French culture. One is individualism. It means respecting the dignity of oneself and the dignity of others. The second is the philosophy of self-esteem. It comes from the establishment of free will of human beings, based on human equality, coexistence, and philanthropic thought under God. For these 5 reasons, I want to go to France. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Yuka. Today, I'm going to talk about the place I most want to visit, England. England is a beautiful country and has many nice views. Its capital city is London. I will tell you about England's food, festivals, and language, and I will explain why I want to go there. Firstly, I'll talk about food. England's most famous dish is fish and chips. Fish and chips are fried white fish with potatoes. This dish has been eaten in England for a long time and has a long history as a national dish. Next, I'll talk about festivals. A famous festival in this country is the Cheese Rolling Festival. This festival is held in Cooper's Hill. At this festival, people chase cheese from the top of the hill. The race will be held 5 times and can accommodate 20 people. Now, I'll tell you about England's language. 4 official languages are used in England: English, Scots, Welsh, and Irish. Among them, English is especially used. Britain has British English, which is used a little differently than the United States. For example, in England, candy is called sweet. Elevator is called a lift. So, why do I want to go to England? There are many good things in England, such as good food, and fan festivals. That's why I want to go to England. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about Italy, the country I'd like to visit. Italy is a country located in South Europe and is famous for its pizza. I want to go to Italy because I love pizza and I want to try the new choice. In Italy, pasta and pizza are famous food, and there are so many different types of pasta, depending on the region. For pizza, there are tomatoes that could only be made in Italy, so really want to try them. Also, in Italy, there are festivals all year round, and each season different festival which makes me want to visit in each season. Finally, when it comes to sports in Italy, soccer is the way to go. Soccer is the most popular sport in Italy. At one time, Serie A was also known as the strongest league in the world. It is still one of the best in the world. For these reasons, I would like to visit Italy. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Hello everyone. Today I would like to talk about the town of New York that I want to go to and why I wanted to go. The reason I wanted to go is because it appears in my favorite anime, Banana Fish. I recommended this anime because it is very moving, so I wanted to see New York, which was the setting of this anime, with my own eyes. The place I would like to visit in New York is the Public Library. This is an anime library. It's a very beautiful place that appears in anime. My favorite character visited it, so I want to go to, as you can see in the picture blue. It looks exactly like the in the anime. This is actual library. And after going to the library, I want to go to Chinatown, which appeared in the anime, to eat the shellfish that the characters were eating. And I also want to go to the museum that appeared in a very important scene. And I want to take a picture by superimposing it on the animation scene, like this picture. And I want to listen to the music that was played in the anime at this place. However, I don't understand because the music is in English. So I will study properly with my teacher. I know only the super start of library about New York, but I want to know a lot more because of the anime. Thanks to the anime, I think you will be more impressed when you go to New York. If you go to New York and go to the place that appeared in the anime, you'll probably be impressed and pleased or cry. My dream is to go to New York once before I die. Please go after watching the animation to know the charm of New York and to enjoy New York even more. You will never forget it. I hope you be interested in New York after hearing this story. Thank you for listening.